Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Teacher Aston. I am here to share with you the key lessons that I've learned in this course of digital pedagogy, mostly in the first topic, which says the urgency of digital pedagogy training. So these are my key lessons. The first thing, I learned the meaning of urgency. I also learned pedagogy and digital pedagogy. Ladies and gentlemen, urgency means pressing importance, requiring speedy action. Pedagogy are the methods and the practice of teaching. Digital pedagogy is the use of technologies in teaching and learning. So I've realized, or I have learned and understood, that digital pedagogy is supposed to be put into action with a lot of urgency. We need to act quickly. That's the meaning of urgency in this statement. So digital pedagogy, I've also learned that it isn't just about the digital tools that are available for the educators to use in the classroom or to teach and facilitate learning virtually, but the ethos that educators embrace in their teaching or learning practices while using different technologies to aid teaching and learning. What are the ethos? Ethos are the moral ideas and the attitudes. The tools may change, but the practice remains. So I've learned that I am supposed to develop attitude whereby even if the technology keeps changing, my attitude remains to teach children according to the requirements of the 21st century. The next thing I've learned is that we as teachers must have the skill to evaluate emerging digital tools and integrate them in our teaching. While maintaining our vision, we must keep on the front page with as the tools keep coming in. We as teachers should always be ready to take on all the tools and integrate them in our teaching. This course is about exploring how to bring new approaches and tools into our teaching. Yes, how do I use a projector? How do I use an iPad, an iPod, and other things? This is what I've learned, and I am now looking around for anything that is available for me to use in my teaching because I've got the skills. I have learned the teachers' professional development processes. These ones are the issues that relate to teachers in terms of the coming of technologies. There is what we call ignoring professional development need. A teacher is given the technology and expected to know how to use it. Some people think a teacher is a learned person, so he can use anything as long as they have written there the instructions to use, which is not the case. An experienced person in using something is better than you who's just gonna read the instructions. I've learned poor PD practices. Only theory but no practical. You learn theory, and you have no chance to do that or to use that thing or to apply that knowledge practically. Like you have put an example of learning how to ride a bicycle. The best way is to get a bicycle and go somewhere and begin riding. You might fall the first time, you scratch yourself, but as you keep persisting, you learn. So I have also learned limited PD intervention. This is when a teacher is given skills but with no chance of utilizing the skills. One time, The organization called British Council came to Bukedea district and taught us how to use computers. But we never owned a computer. Schools never had a computer. So as time went on, we kept on forgetting whatever they had taught us. So that is a limited PD intervention. We have teach or take focused professional development. Teachers are trained to use a specific technology which might or might not accompany content. This is always structured, and the teachers are provided play-by-play of what should happen in the classroom. I had friends who used to tell me about bridge schools. They said, I've never been there myself, but they said when you are there, once you are recruited to teach in their schools, work is sent to your laptop every morning, and that is what you give the children. You don't modify it or do anything about it. So I think that is an example of tech-focused professional development. Course focus. This course focuses on about 4 things I've learned. 1, change. As a teacher, I must be ready to change and go by change. Somebody said change is the only constant in life. Teachers are designers, not just deliverers. All along, teachers, I have been accustomed to getting textbooks and all other materials made by other people to use. But now I've learned that I can design my own learning content for my children. I've learned that there is no one tool that we should talk a lot about, but we should be ready to use any tool that is available. Then I've learned that there is need for continuous experimentation and learning. I must keep learning and experimenting. The next thing I've learned is that we have learner-centered teaching techniques. We learned them in the college, but sometimes we need refresher, sharing like this one, sharing continuous professional development, so that sometimes we need to remind ourselves. So I've been reminded, as you can see, the picture is representing one of the techniques, which is collaboration. But we also have accountability, inquiry, discussion, creation, and reflection. These are very important in learning. The reason why our children fail so much is that sometimes we forget to use these techniques. I'm now using them myself. The next thing I've learned are learner-centered principles. A principle is like a law, how something should work. So learners construct their own plans. I should allow my learners to plan their learning. I coach learners to expect performance. When they learn something which needs a certain acquisition of a certain skill, then they should perform that skill as a way of showing that they have learned. I encourage multiple perspectives. I encourage children to see things from different points of view, not only one. Each answer should create another question. How? Why? Such things. I stimulate learning in real life. What we learn at school, I link it to what children go through at their homes. Like we said earlier on in our trainings, that we learn from known to unknown. I prompt learners to think about their thinking. What are you thinking? That's the question I ask. Guide learners to think like an expert. Yes, supposing you were the one how do you solve this, or how do you handle this situation? So in that way, the child begins to imagine like he or she knows the answers, or is in the responsibility of solving the problem. So he or she is an expert at that time. I evaluate learners' thinking processes. So I have to help my children by evaluating their thinking processes. Instructional methods I've learned, though I also learned in the college. This has been consolidating what I learned earlier on, that we have cooperative learning. This is where children work together in groups or on the project. There is presentations. Children are asked to go. I ask the children to go and study specific units or topics, then come and present to their class. As they do that, they never forget. Panel or expert. I channel the questions to children to answer, so they become the experts. They act like experts, but in the future they really become experts as they keep practicing that. Brainstorming, this is trying to get rough ideas of things together. Then you clarify them later. Discussion, small groups, learning centers, experiments, case study, role play, jigsaw, simulation, debate. I have a debate in my class every week. Problem solving project. So these are the key lessons I've learned in the first topic of the course, Digital Pedagogy for Teachers. Thank you for watching. May God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order to encourage me. Like the page and share it also with your people in your circle. Tell them about Teacher Aston's channel, and God will bless you. Thank you very much for watching.